Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today my video is gonna be about the three states of matter and what are they. So the three basic type of matters are solid, liquid, gas. So these are the three states of matter. So what do we call when solid changes into gas? So sublimation is the process. Sublimation is the change force of state in which a solid changes directly into a gas. Is called sublimation. Uh, so when like a solid directly turns into gas is known as sublimation. The process of solid and the process of solid becoming a liquid is known as melting. When solid turns into a liquid, this process is called melting. While when the liquid turns into solid, that is called solidification. So the opposite process of this process is known as solidification. So now let's talk about these three separately. So solid is a substance that stays the same shape whether it is in a container or not. Solids turn to liquid at certain temperatures. A solid is a substance that stays the same shape whether it is in a container or not. So ice is water in the solid state. Like ice is water, but it is in the solid state. When a substance is in its solid state, the particles touch each other. So and they are closely impacted. So in a solid state, you can see that the particles are touching each other and are very close to each other. They are strongly attracted to each other, and they don't have space to move around. While in liquid, there the force in solid the force of attraction is the force is strong, while in liquid it is a little bit of weaker. The water is in the liquid state. So water is in a liquid state. So when a substance is in its liquid state, the particle moves around in and out of each other. The particles are strongly attracted to each other but are not in a regular pattern. So they are strongly attracted than gas, but they are not in a regular pattern. Like in a solid, there is a regular pattern, but liquids take the shape of their container, and don't have a specific shape. So now let's move to gas. So a gas is a substance that has no fixed size or shape. When inside a closed container, a gas will expand to fill the container. An example of gas is the air you breathe. So gas has no fixed shape; it will take the shape of its container and which are keeping. When a substance is in its gas state, the particles don't touch each other. You can see in the figure here that the particles are not touching each other. The force of attraction is between them is very, very, very weak. The particles move fast in all directions, and they move very fast in all directions. There and Because of this, there is no regular pattern between them. Now let's talk about compressing solids, liquid, and gases. So there's enough oxygen in a cylinder to support a climber for 28 hours at the top of Mount Everest. Here, the gas is squeezed into one small cylinder. Normally, this amount of oxygen fills more than 2,000 soda bottles. You can squeeze compress all substances when they are in the gas state. So you can compress all the substances when they are in their gas state. The particles get closer together. Because of this, the particles get closer when you compress them. You cannot compress a substance in the solid or liquid state. Like it is not possible to uh, compress a substance in the solid or liquid state. The particles are already touching, so they cannot get closer together. So, and the reason for this is that the particles are already touching each other, so they cannot get any closer. Now, let's talk about getting bigger or smaller. So, if we take that a man is trying to open a jar, its metal lid isn't opening or moving. So the man holds the top of the jar and the lid in a pan of hot water. The lid comes off easily. This works because the lid gets slightly bigger, expands as it gets hotter, so fits less tightly. The glass also expands as it gets hotter, but the metal expands much more. Substances also expand when they are in the liquid state. In a thermometer, liquid alcohol expands as it gets hotter. It takes up more space in the tube. The alcohol level goes up, and this scale shows the temperature. Substances in solid and liquid states expand as they get hotter because their particles vibrate or move faster. So, when particles get hotter, they move faster. When a substance in the solid or liquid state cools, its particles vibrate or move much slowly. The particles get closer together. The simple of the substances get smaller or contact. So, thank you. My video was till here. Please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Meet you in the next video.